Alright, so welcome to the third video that I've done. If I posted the other two, that is. If I didn't post any other videos, they probably turned out like shit. But I think I'll post them. I probably did, because I think they were nice. At least while recording them it was alright. So yeah. So I've moved a little bit again. I'm still at the same position as the last, where I made the last two videos, like near this pond, lake area near my house. Not like our backyard or anything, just like a natural habitat sort of area where people walk around and stuff. And yeah, as the title of this video says, I just wanted to talk about why I chose the name or the website domain, Dutch Pilgrim. Why this name and why not any of the others, or why this one in particular. And well, obviously I'm from the Netherlands, if you haven't figured that out yet, which is why I use the adjective Dutch, because obviously I am Dutch. And yeah, when I was younger I didn't really like that. I thought the Netherlands is a really small place and I want to move out of here, I want to be gone, I don't like where I'm from. And I think in choosing Dutch as part of the word, I don't know, I sort of embraced it, I guess. It's kind of cool. There's not a lot of Dutch people around, and yeah, now it's more like pride for it, not like nationalistic pride, like oh Dutch people are the best, but at least now I accept that I'm from there, and yeah, I think it's a cool word. So Dutch Pilgrim, yeah. And perhaps more interesting, why did I pick the word pilgrim? And when this idea for doing a blog first came to me, it was late at night, as usual. I have problems like sleeping, and then I would think about things for like 3 hours straight while laying in bed. And I just started thinking like names, and I had I believe I had something like DutchWanderer.com or The Wandering Dutchman, because the Flying Dutchman, I was doing like The Wandering Dutchman. And I was just messing around a bit, and I looked up a synonym, like thesaurus, I think it's called. And then I just put in, the word wanderer or drifter. I like the word drifter too. And then it just gave me all these synonyms for it. And one of the words it gave was pilgrim. And I really liked that word. I really did, because I had watched a few videos on people that walked the Camino de Santiago, and I had done a bit of research into the history of that. And if you don't know anything about that, I'll probably do another video on it, because it's one of the first things that I really want to do in my travel life, so to say. But yeah, that was also a route walked by pilgrims, and I just really like that mindset, or that idea that you travel, but you don't just do it to go sightseeing. You have a sort of like a higher goal or a spiritual goal to it. And I don't really like using the word spiritual, because so many different things are meant by it, But yeah, just having like a higher goal, like even if it's just like finding out about yourself or learning about the world or something like that. So that's why I really like the word pilgrim, because it's just more than just sightseeing, or more than just walking, actually like a higher dimension to it. And maybe that sounds very like spiritually wishy-washy, and I'm sure in the future I'll do a better job of explaining it. But yeah, that's why I really like pilgrim, Another reason why I liked it is even before I wanted to travel, I really like this idea of the ascetic life. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I'll link to a Wikipedia article that goes into some depth of what that is. But essentially it's like living a life with as little as possible. It's sort of like minimalism, if you know what that is, but then even to a higher extreme, And a lot of the pilgrims actually that did live in like the medieval times, they were ascetics, because they didn't care much for like worldly possessions or just materialistic things. And I really like that. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, I think for over a year now I've been thinking about that, not like going for the big cars or the big houses, even though that's completely fine if that's your thing, I'm not judging anyone for that, but I just don't think for me that's where I'll find my happiness or satisfaction or peace, or whatever it is that we're all chasing after, right? So yeah, that simplistic way, just And I think that really ties in with the whole travel thing, you know, especially Camino de Santiago and some of the other plans I have for how I want to travel, you know, just having your backpack, you know, maybe a ukulele or some shit like that, and you know, just going on the road and, you know, having a little tent with you, and sometimes you sleep in a cheap hostel, sometimes you sleep maybe in the wild, even though it's illegal, you know. And I just, yeah, man, it really draws me, you know. I obviously have to do a lot more research into that, because like I said in the previous videos, I'm really new at this and I may not know too much about it, but some of the things I've seen so far are really cool and really inspiring. So yeah, that's why I picked Dutch Pilgrim, and also just because I think it sounds cool, you know, Dutch Pilgrim, you know, like a nickname someone would use, you know, like Tyler Durden or something. Dutch Pilgrim, it sounds nice. So there you go. That's why I picked Dutch Pilgrim for my website, and I hope that clarifies it a bit. Maybe I was mumbling too much. Maybe that's something that'll, you know, improve in the future. But yeah, I hope you at least enjoyed it a bit. If you haven't yet, check out the website dutchpilgrim.com. There's probably an article link to this as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the future.